This is Steve Hart and Gail Radford from Buffalo. My family moved to Hastings to Circle Drive when I was about 7, and pretty fast I discovered the Kals family. They lived in this very unusual house, European style, flat roof, and Stephen's father, Walter, an immigrant from Vienna, constantly played music by composers from Vienna. And so I got a lot of my early musical education from Walter, listening to many of his recordings, and that stuck with me all my life. And I also then naturally fell into a bond with Stephen. I think largely because we were much more interested in books and music and things like that than most of the boys in the neighborhood. And so because of that bond, it's now been 65 years since we've lived in the same metropolitan area. But all that time, we've stayed in touch and see each other in person fairly regularly. Okay.
Once I entered Steve Hart's life, I also got to know Stephen Kals. Steve had been to Stephen's bar mitzvah in the late 1950s, and Peter and Josie came to the Torah in that very same synagogue. When we attended, we thought we would really impress people by having come from so far away as Buffalo, New York. But we turned out to be bit players because there were a lot of guests who had come from Europe, and as we remember, even someone from South America. This is just one indication of how connected to the wider world Stephen has always been. We've always been impressed by that.
So I want to wish you a very happy retirement, Stephen. I'm really impressed that you've kept at paid work this long. But I'm hoping that now you'll have even more time to enjoy yourselves, and especially, of course, to enjoy all things Vienna. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.